Hey everyone, today we're back on Cyrene, and I thought that we would go ahead and hunt some Imperiums, work on the Skilled Messenger, which is the first quest in the quest for Zora's HK. Um, and because I've been asked what kind of setup I use, I'm use this Ignat's laser sight, and I just drop it on the scope, and then I just throw that scope on whatever I'm using. We're gonna throw another laser sight on that. Um, If my amp hadn't broken, we'd be throwing an amp on that, but we're just going to run unamped today. And that's literally all I'm going to do. We're going to step back. We want some range on these guys. These hit pretty hard, even through the Mayhem armor and the plates. We're going to take our little skill pill, and we're going to get started. The 29 ones are actually the definitely the harder of the three we'll see out here. It should be level 20 scouts, level 24 grunts, and then those level 29 veterans. And we're definitely going to take advantage of the walking back method here. We actually don't kill these fast enough to get kind of a good conversion. And an amp would help with that, but we actually would need a much bigger weapon. I just kind of wanted to push through it. I know we're going to be relatively inefficient. I just thought we would come out, get a few shots through, see how it goes. Now let's make sure I'm using the right. I put it on that one. We'll just plow through it. Actually, no. We're going to switch it up. I want to use the already damaged one. I don't know why I put it on that one. Oh, that wasn't a horrible conversion. We'll see how it goes, though. I've been trying to really work up our looter skill a little bit and hope that helps as well. We're going to kind of get a little... I was trying to get back a little bit, but then it spawned kind of right on top of us there, so... We'll just have to stop and heal a little bit at some point, periodically throughout. Especially once they land a critical. Their criticals are cut through this armor like butter. Now, the cool thing about these grunts is I think they're around 1,100 hit points or so for these guys. Is that they have a pretty decent sized loot list. Oh, I see. I have the other one hotkeys. That's what's going on. Including items. I've gotten some reasonable carbines and stuff off these guys before. And so when they hit good, they can hit pretty good. Like, really well. Conversely, I could have went ahead and hired a healer also. That would have been an option for us. As soon as we go to engage it, it kind of runs off. Keeping it interesting. And there's like 10 or 11 quests in this before you get down to the end for the Zora's HK or whatnot. It's a really long quest. Everyone will tell you that it's actually just cheaper to buy the gun if that's what you want. But we're going to snake some codex on these guys, so why not? I'm going to burn up some of these little healy things we got from Toland. Since we're not trying to heal heavy like we would be if we were in combat. And because I'm going to be tired of switching back and forth, we're going to go ahead and hotkey that other rifle real fast. Because we can, and it takes almost no time. Okay, so it should be the 4, and the other one should be the 5. Check, check. Oh, well, they got cool gun graphics at least. Minus this coming like from above his head. Close enough. Let's go ahead and pull the codex up. Go ahead and take a look at these guys. These are going to be those Imperium soldiers. Oh, and he almost killed us. That's what I mean with those level 29 ones. They still, even with the Cyrene officer plates and the Mayhem armor, they'll still kind of cut through. And they hit often because they're relatively high level, especially compared to my dodging. Because they use gun, it's dodging. I guess we could force it into a melee capacity, and that might benefit us actually. Oh yeah, that's what I like. Scouts, that's what we want. They have they just hit less often and for less damage. Probably less hit points too, honestly. 100 less or something probably. So to force it into melee, we would just then close the gap here. That'll pull it into our evade skill instead of our dodge skill. And so we're going to get pretty good skill gains today based on those 2 laser sight attachments. They give a pretty good uh, jump on the skill gain. 23% skill mod. And I don't really remember where I picked those up. It was kind of, I think I bought them as a combo deal from some hunter that was leaving the game. But it was a long time ago. And so I've had them for quite some time. So it doesn't look like our codex is going up very quickly. It looks like we're getting a lot of thyroid oil. I guess we got some eye oil too. Let's go ahead and heal with this thing real fast. Just because I'm trying to burn him up a little bit. And because this guy spawned right next to us. And so we'll kind of try to stay kind of close to the coastline here, I think, in the hopes that if one does spawn semi close to us, it doesn't aggro on us, or we'll minimize our chances of that happening while we crank out a few of these. About 0.5% per kill. It's not horrible. I'm worried with him in the water, because somehow they'll drown in ankle deep water sometimes. Which is always kind of interesting. They're tow drowned. And now we pick these medical things up off of Tolan. There's these 15 hit point mobs right outside the main village there that sometimes I'll swat. They break real fast, but they're cheap, like 5 pack max. So, well, let's go get this loot though. Don't want to be missing out. But it seems like if we stay on the coastline, they kind of respawn more on the by the mountain there. The other thing we're noticing is that Cyrene doesn't have super cool music like Rocktopia and Tolan did. That was a nice hit though. 28 ped. But these guys go pretty slowly. Even with the amp, our DPS would be higher, pretty significantly higher. You can amp up to half the damage of the weapon before you start getting penalized a little bit on loot and whatnot. We definitely want to heal before we take on a 29. And so we could amp this, actually. It would just be overkill on it a little bit. This is like a 70 damage rifle, I think. And the only amp we have is 49 damage. We got lucky on one of those Christmas boxes. But let's look at the damage here. Yeah, 70 tops. So because this amp here is for 49 damage, I need the weapon to be doing almost 100 points, 98 points specifically. Um, oh, I should have healed first. In order to get the most benefit from it. When you over amp, they start penalizing you um, kind of on the breakdown of loot you get. I'm going to heal real fast. So you'll get less of the markup loot because you're inefficient, is what they've stated at this time. And then the efficiency of your weapon only contributes 7% to the loot. And so they haven't stated whether that's linear or not. I would assume not, kind of, because nothing in this game seems to be linear. But it'd be nice if it was linear so that, right, if you're only at 67%, instead of the 7% boost, you're getting 2/3 of that, which is what? Four and some change? Where's the Healy tool? Forgot where it was for a second. Oh yeah, we got another big one coming up next. As I'll show you what I was talking about with forcing it into melee. So as soon as he starts shooting here, we're gonna roll up on him here. Now he's in melee. And since our evader skill is much higher than our dodging skill, um, we get hit a whole lot less. I don't have a trick to force a melee guy to shoot at you, but oh, that was a big critical, 60 something points. We're gonna retreat back a little bit. We're a little low on life. I'm not trying to get tag teamed by two of those. That'll go bad for us. We were very much dependent on it being one at a time. As it is, the progress is kind of slow for us. Part of that's because I'm healing with this thing, and to kind of burn them out, clean the skills off of them. I really like the armor they have, though. Like, I think it looks neat. Oh, what's a pro? Oh, I think. Oh, those are nice. I think those are used in some crafting blueprints. Honestly, sometimes it's nice to let them shoot at us so we can work up our dodge skill a little bit. So it just kind of depends on how we're feeling. Uh, Typically, I'll try not to, um, just because it's always nice to be able to play to your strengths. Oh, he vanished on us. Well, that's not good. I'm not taking decay on the armor for something like that. Into the water we go. He'll probably kill us, but we're trying to drown him because when they vanish like that, I can't actually shoot them anymore. There we go. Now back to shore we go. So these are a little trickier to drown since they can shoot so far. Maybe I should have left the armor on so we didn't take so much damage. Well, hindsight being 2020 and all. See how he's vanished too? I bet it's going to be the same thing. And so with that going on, actually don't think I want to mess around with these guys anymore. So we're going to just make this a real quick short one today. This is where the Imperiums are. They used to be down here. Um, Up here on a little ways. And they removed those spawns where there was the pilot and the Imperiums. And it's now just old Jacks and one of those other flying mobs. I forget the name of it right at the moment. But yeah, I don't want to mess around with these guys if they're going to do the vanishing hitbox thing on me today. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. Stay epic.